Hello and welcome to Passive Insight. I'm Cade. I'm the game master for this Dungeons and Dragons game that we're playing. And these lovely faces you can see here are the other players. I was thinking maybe we go around the table and just say your name, say a little bit about your character. And I think let's start with a brand new face, the face of Grace.
Oh no. Well, my name is Grace, and I play the character Pollux. She is a druid elf. She loves all living beings, and she thinks that each star has a unique story to tell. Very fascinated by them, not as much as nature, but
Nice. Nature and stars. I like it. Cheers. And how about John?
Yeah, so I play Valen, a human wizard who has a passion for magical items and a weakness for children and the downtrodden.
Nice. Dakota?
Okay. I am Dakota. I'm playing Vati, the Elven Ranger, who currently is much buffer than he was before. He's just very, very built now.
Oh yeah, he got those ogre gauntlets, didn't he?
Yeah,
What
this
a
is just a very buff elf.
And Jason?
I play Calva, a Myconid barbarian, and I like to crush our foes.
Indeed, he does.
He definitely
that's true.
does. And last but not least, Julie Rose.
Ooh, my name is Julie Rose. I play Baz, the tiefling rogue, who we just found out was betrayed by a friend growing up in the Thieves Guild, and has been ousted from her guild and is trying to get back. But now perhaps found the location of that betrayer friend. So that was the big reveal in the last episode.
Ooh,
Under tree.
time will tell. Cool. Thanks, guys. I don't really have anything in the way of announcements or anything. Any announcements for any of you? Anything anyone wants to get off their chest?
Nothing important.
oh yeah, let me. I'm new.
Oh yeah, you are. You totally are. Thanks for that. Okay, cool. So I don't know. That all out of the way. Let's get stuck in and play some D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah. Having previously defeated Black Spider's minions and forcing him to surrender. Just before Valen could strike him down, he struck a deal with you, Baz. His life for the whereabouts of an old friend. Black Spider gave you the location, and you spared his life, letting him wander right out the front entrance of the cave, straight past poor old Gundren, still sitting beside his dead brother's body.
This is so awkward.
You rested and decided to descend further into the cave and found the source of the booming echo that can be heard throughout. A body of water surging and slamming against the rocky ledge that you now stand on. And you are not alone. A giant octopus has just burst out from the water and seems hell-bent on dragging Valen in. Valen, you're up.
Is he in melee range with me?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. No, he might not be. Sorry, I'm on the wrong screen now. Started the whole session with you guys on the wrong screen, and now I'm on the wrong one. Okay, so melee range. I am gonna say no. He's not within melee range.
Let's move forward.
Nope.
He's gonna move back, actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he's not within melee range, but you could get within melee range if you want.
I think not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move back to this corner,
60
Of course he
feet.
is.
and then I'm going to cast a firebolt at the octopus.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
15?
15. Yeah, 15 hits.
Okay. Takes 8 fire damage.
8. Yeah, it kind of just pops itself back down in the water to kind of let the flame die out, and then brings itself back up to the top.
Yeah, makes sense.
Anything else from Valen?
Nope, that'll be it.
Okay. Good stuff. Ending Valen's turn, we move on to Baz.
Okay, we didn't have a rest, right? So I don't think I have any of my spells back.
Nope.
Yep, we took a full rest.
Yeah, you took a full
rest.
yeah, you took a full rest, so you should have everything back.
Do we now?
Yeah,
Oh,
you're full rested
okay.
at the front of the cave.
Okay. Well, I'm still not going to use any of those spells because I feel like fog would just hinder us at this point, like it usually does. Because fog cloud's great. I always know exactly what I'm doing when I use it. So I'm instead going to do. Nobody's. Oh, I don't get sneak attack. Ooh. Okay, well, I will. Okay, I'm gonna use my movement to go. I don't want to crowd Calva. I'll get a little bit closer and I'll hold my action to shoot my crossbow for when somebody is within melee range of it.
Oh, sneaky. Yeah, sneaky. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll allow it.
Can I do that?
I don't know really. But let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm happy to. Okay. Ending Baz's turn, we move on to Vati.
Yep, I'm just gonna take a shot at my longbow. Pretty simple. Let's see.
Go for it.
That is a 22 to hit.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna hit.
For 11 piercing. I'm gonna use 1 usage of my Dreadful Strike.
Okay.
For 10 additional
Whoa.
psychic damage.
Wow.
Yowza.
Okay. Yeah. So blood's starting to kind of spout out. This kind of black inky mess is kind of starting to fill the body of water in front of you, as it takes a substantial hit there. Anything else from Vati?
Let me see. I have bonus action stuff, I think. I don't think Triple Strike is a bonus action itself. It's just on attack. Yeah, it's just on attack, so I have a bonus action still. I'm going to Hunter's Mark it.
Okay.
And then I will pass from there.
Okie dokie. Calva, you are up.
I enter rage. Let's see what else we got there. And I'm going to double hand axe thrown. Where's my thrown hand axes?
Can we get close enough to do it? Oh, you're throwing the hand axes. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if I want him to directly grapple me right now. At least make him come here to do it. First one is a 10.
10 is going to miss. Just flies past the octopus and lands in the water behind.
And it's my second attack. It's a 9. Awesome.
Awesome.
job.
Yep. So they both miss.
Two
The
hand
octopus,
axes.
yeah, gone, and they sort of disappear into the water below, and you see the current kind of the water is kind of surging up and then rolling back. Very similar to the sea, I guess. So yeah, good luck finding them.
Yeah. 4. Well, I've got half as many now.
Nice. Anything else from Calva?
No, let me double check that. Yes. No, that's it.
Okay. Ending Calva's turn. We go back to the top of the round with the octopus. He is going to He's going to disappear back into the water.
Ah, I want to make calamari.
Good idea.
I like some fried octopus. Come on now.
And you wait around for a few seconds, but then you get the sense that the immediate threat has sort of disappeared.
I'm still just holding my crossbow. Any minute now. Any minute now. I'm gonna get him.
Vadi's like looking over the cliff, like my arrow.
So, yeah, you're now standing on this ledge. It's about maybe 100 or so feet drop down to the water. It's not 100 or so feet down drop to the water. Is it 100 or so feet? That feels like a long way.
I
Anyway,
think we said it was like 40 feet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe it's like 40 feet.
Tentacles wouldn't have
Yeah,
reached
like
up
they wouldn't
that
be able
Probably
to reach.
significantly shorter than that.
But the water, every couple of minutes you get this surge of water that kind of crashes against the ledge and raises the water level up, and then it kind of drops back down again and disappears. Looking around, you can see Valen, have you still got your light source out?
I do.
Yeah, okay. So you probably can't quite see far enough, but the rest of you with your dark vision, you can see the ledge kind of heads around this body of water, and on the opposite side of the ledge, you can see a little path that appears to kind of go up maybe some stairs to the right, and the stairs look quite well built, quite fancy. And then just to the right, as you're kind of moving around that ledge, you see a little passageway that heads back in the direction that you just came from.
So yeah, I would like to get away from the edge of the water.
Very
preferably.
much so.
Yeah, if that's, we don't have to fight an octopus because we have no vested interest in that.
I have a good feeling about those stairs. I feel like they would make something decorative leading to the Spellforge, right?
Yeah, and
The crown jewel of this whole place.
yeah, quick question: which corridor is that? The one going southwest or the one going east, where the stairs are?
The stairs, they're the kind of looking across the room. They're like right at the back of the room, so it'll be east. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it there.
All right. So I say trek that way get away from the water before the octopus comes back for some more.
That would be great, actually.
I agree.
Of course, Valen agrees.
Gotta buy 2 hand axes now. Just
You guys
lob
can
them
go
into the
first.
water.
Never know. You might find. Now that you've got to this kind of little passageway that you can see, you look down it, and it looks very similar to the passageway that you've just come down. Maybe this one looks a little bit more man-made, like perhaps it's been dug out at some point. But it kind of ends in a dead end about, what's that, 50 or 60 so feet away? 30 feet sort of in. It just sort of disappears away into rubble.
Gotcha. Alrighty, then yeah, Vadi will follow nearby with his bow out and arrow drawn.
I want to check the stairs for anything suspicious, any traps, anything that might have been set on there.
Yeah, I
as I
mean,
approach.
I won't even get a check from you. You don't see anything that looks suspicious in any way. But I will say, Valen, as you get closer, you recognize some like magical symbols have been etched into the stone of the stairs. Symbols, runes, that kind of thing.
Okay, I'm gonna try and read those runes.
Okay. Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Okay. 13.
13. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can tell that the runes they depict sort of enchantment magic, but you can't really determine much more apart from that.
What does that mean? Is it a trap? Like, what are we dealing with here?
I don't know. I can tell it's enchanted, but I don't know with what.
I'm gonna throw a rock onto the bottom stair.
Yeah, nothing happens. The rock just kind of it lands and then falls back down again to the ground. Just to clarify, Valen, you don't get a magical feeling from, like, there's no aura coming from the stairs itself.
Okay.
You just recognize these symbols that have been kind of carved into the stone.
Oh, okay.
It's
So I don't.
decorative.
I
Yeah.
just walk up the stairs. I'm faster now.
You die.
Buddy follows this
So
point.
brave.
Like, well, it's,
So
if he's
brave.
going, Buddy's gonna follow.
Yeah, I feel
I'm gonna
like
follow Vaji.
Wait.
I'm
Wait
I'm
for
faster
me.
than I used to be. So
1 second.
this can't be bad.
I need to go check something out. I'll be right back.
Wait, what? Where
Where's
are you
Buddy
going?
going?
1 second.
Octopus,
Does he walk off?
Yes.
He's
Oh, no.
confused.
definitely eating him.
I said I'll be right back.
So Valen, what's Valen's plan? What's he doing?
I wanna go down this like man-made kind of dugout path and listen near the rubble. See if I can
Okay.
hear anything.
You can't hear anything at all. It's just a hollow, kind of echoey sound that it sounds very similar to the waves that are crashing behind you. But you determine that it probably is just the waves crashing behind you that's making that noise.
Okay. I'm gonna walk back. I'm gonna say, I think there might be something behind this wall. Like, why would they dig this out? Because this looks newer. If there's these stairs here.
Maybe they collapsed it instead of digging it out because of the undead.
Oh. Good point. I didn't hear anything, so you're probably right.
Maybe. Just a thought. It could be treasure.
I'll go up the stairs.
Okay. Now it's probably treasure. Now I'm thinking.
So
Treasure.
yeah, as you get towards the top of the stairs, Valen, you do start to feel an aura. It's very faint. It feels like it's coming from further into this sort of open cavern that you've headed into. You see some nice kind of polished stone walls in front of you, and a door that kind of seems to lead into the corner of one of the rooms.
I
There's
go
another
over.
door over here.
Oh, more doors?
Yeah, it looks like there's several
More door.
doors.
Yeah,
I
so
test this one
Don't just
candle.
walk in.
I don't think we need to go towards the doors. I'm sensing magical energy more from deeper into the cave. Not that way.
But the doors. What if there's something good behind it?
What's
Last
better than
time we
stealth
checked the
forge?
door, you almost got blown up by 3 javelins.
I
So-
remember that, but what are the odds that there would
Five.
be more javelins behind
Five.
this door?
It was
5 javelins.
I feel like the universe demands balance, and there's probably treasure behind this one.
That's
So-
how do you like tap Baz in the back? I think our balance is the spell forge.
Good point.
So the sort of magical, the very faint magical aura that you can sense, Valen, you feel like it's coming from behind these double doors.
Oh, the double doors.
So
Okay.
we're going through the doors after all.
I try to listen to the doors.
Okay. Listening in, you don't really hear much. You can still hear the kind of faint echo from the waves crashing against the ledge in the cavern before, but you can hear almost a faint, maybe like flicker of fire or something similar to that, but it's very faint and hard to pick up.
While
Baz,
they're around this
what do you
corner,
think?
I do. Oh, I'm around the corner. I was gonna check out the door while you guys were
Oh,
distracted.
Baz isn't there. Body, can you come check out this door? Can you check if it's trapped for me?
I can certainly try. Yeah, buddy will give it a good little once over, so you can figure out if it's trapped at all. Should I roll anything for that?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Sounds
Oh no, an investigation check. Sorry, not a perception check.
Oh,
Investigation.
dang. I got 24 perception.
You can use the same
Uh,
roll. Just add your. What's the difference between your
Oh, it would
not
have been a.
intelligence, your investigation, and your perception?
Without perception modifier, it would have been a 19.
If it was investigation instead.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
there's no modifier on my investigation.
Yeah. So looking around, you don't notice any kind of trap or anything like that. They're quite heavy stone doors, and one of them actually seems to be ajar a little bit. It looks like it was kind of, it's been impacted by something, and it's kind of crumpled a little bit inwards into the room.
Can I tell if it was like a creature that ran into it?
It doesn't look like it was a creature. There's almost like residue of some sort. Valen, you probably do recognize that it looks like some kind of spell explosion has gone off and impacted the door.
The
There
door
may have
isn't
been
trapped.
a wizard fight here. Calva, how would you like to charge into this room?
I don't know what's in the room yet.
It could be wizards.
One way to find out.
I walk over. I just so I try to push the north door open. I just try to push it open, see what happens.
Okay. As you push it, kind of it does shift a little bit, but it's hard work. I'll tell you what. You give me a strength check.
Oh, strength check.
Oh,
Aha.
I don't know what it is. 26.
26. Okay. You do feel the door shifting ever so slightly, ever so slowly, and as you kind of push it open, you hear this voice. Who has entered my cavern? And I think it's there where we'll cut. So we cut to a cavern that is full of bioluminescent green fungi. There's puffballs that sort of spread out across areas of the floor. There's these weird shelf fungus that are growing off some of the stalagmites, and large stalks and caps that almost 5-6 feet tall. And the puffballs give off this light, so they light the room up. A very nice, green color bouncing off walls, giving weird kind of shadows on the sides of the cavern. And standing at the western entrance of the cavern, we have a young elf. And Grace, I wonder if you could describe your character to us.
She's about 5'3" elf. Fair skin, lots of freckles. Got red hair. She's wearing a green and white sort of tunic dress.
Nice. What's she doing? I pictured her kind of tending to these mushrooms.
Oh, she's trying to figure out what the mushrooms kind of what their deal is, so she's collecting some samples.
Nice. Just as you are collecting the samples, another figure enters the room. It's someone that you know, but where Pollux is a kind of bright and cheerful young elf, this figure is much larger and much darker and a lot grayer. Dakota.
yes.
could you please describe who this character is?
This character is Dravik the Ashen. He is a very, very large warrior from a bygone age, centuries past. Dravik is tall, kind of scary looking, and has a permanent tint of ash on his skin. In his eyes are a blistering red ember behind the corneas that burns with a righteous fervor. And at the edges of his armor and the exposed steel and fabrics are an ever-burning ember that seems to never quite go out.
And it's at this moment that we cut back to the room where everyone was, and Barty is missing. He's no longer there.
Well, that's pretty standard, right? Is the room dark?
He's gone
He has a
invisible.
torch.
Disappeared into a
Yeah,
little
his
corner
torch.
of invisibility
He
again.
would still be there normally.
Who are you? Who took Valen? I yell into the room. Or who took body?
Wait, and I poke my head around the corner. Body's missing?
I just hold my hands up. I'm like looking around. I'm like,
Okay, very funny. Body.
I know
Not
not
a
who
shadow.
you speak of. What do you want with my cave?
so quick question. Can we see this thing talking?
I feel like because you're kind of looking through this little opening, this little gap
Yeah.
between the doors, you see this kind of strange, dark silhouette figure just pass across the back of the room every now and then. But you're not quite able to make out who or what it is.
I look at Valen. I'm like, I go, what is it? What's in there?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Talk to him, Valen. You speak magic?
Who are you?
You speak magic?
I am Mormesk, the great, powerful wizard.
I too am a wizard.
You think you are.
I'm like, this Mormesk is awfully confident.
Why are you in this? Why are you in this cave?
I fought for this cave centuries ago, and I won.
Did you fight for the orcs, or did you fight for the dwarves and the humans?
You ask a lot of questions, wizard.
So, I look back at Boz and I wave her towards us. I like call her over.
I give one last glance, sidelong glance at the door behind me that I really wanted to open, and I'm like, okay, and then I come out. You said you were here for centuries. You've just been here protecting this forge for centuries.
Yes. I think I'm
That
done
seems lonely.
with this conversation now. I think you should leave.
Well, we've
We
come
have-
for the spell forge, so I think we have a problem. No? Oh,
The
I thought that was obvious.
Spellforge is mine. And you see
Yeah.
this
No.
figure, Baz, pass through the wall in front of you.
Oh dear.
What have you done?
Oh, dear.
And,
Ah,
yeah, it looks nasty. It's a ghostly figure. It looks like it's wearing heavy armor, but it's all kind of ghostly armor. And I'll get everyone to roll initiative.
I knew it.
Okay.
Us?
Good old initiative.
I feel like there was no way around. Like, the guy wasn't going to give up the forge. He wasn't
Kinda
going to walk
just
out of
left.
here.
I wanted to find body before we
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I still assume Body's just hiding somewhere, like Body does.
Yeah.
Sometimes he
Would this
goes out.
initiative roll include me and Grace?
So, you guys, while everyone else is rolling initiative, we'll cut back to the fungus cave.
Hmm.
And the two of you, you in particular, Dravik, you get a sense that there is the powerful creature that you are looking for is past this mushroom cave.
Dravik will nudge his elven companion right in the side, pretty harshly, and point towards the exit. Like there seems to be a path down deeper into the cavern. Like, I'm going that way. Either follow me or stay.
I'm following.
Yeah, and he's immediately just taken off, full sprint, his heavy ass armor that he can.
What's that distance at? I'll say you probably managed to get to the sort of other side of the cavern. As you do, though, the fungus reacts.
Oh. I hate when fungus reacts.
Oh.
And I'll have to get both
Our
of
enemies hate
you.
when fungus reacts.
I'll need both of you to give me a Constitution check.
Alrighty.
How are you guys doing those rolls?
In your character sheet in the game, if you go to the tab where I told you the Roll20 settings were, there's a little book that says journal, and I assume your character would be in there if Kate doesn't.
Yes,
in the
I have
journal show the
my character
And so if you
open.
open, yes, the
Yeah.
character
Okay.
sheet's open. So what I'm needing from you is a Constitution save. So next to your Constitution, there should be. I don't know. I rarely look at character sheets.
It's on
yeah.
ability scores next
when-
to ability is save.
Correct. Yeah.
You can
so
also
I hit
roll
the save.
manual if you prefer and just call it out, because if you can see your character sheet, you can just add whatever modifiers. I half the time I do manual and half the time I click it, just whatever's easier for you.
Yeah, and I do pretty much all my rolls manually.
Oh,
I rolled the wrong thing, but it's still a 10.
And Grace, what did you roll?
I rolled a. Oh my gosh, I can get out of.
It's alright. It does take a little bit to get used to the system.
A 12.
12. Okay, so you both save as you feel this kind of poisonous cloud sort of wash over you, but you're able to shrug it off as you run past.
Can I flavor something a little bit?
Yeah, go for it.
As Dravik passes and this poisonous cloud kind of tries to engulf him, a surge of just this dark red flame will like rise from like under his armor, to, like singe away the spores as he passes.
Nice. Yeah, I like it. Okay, and as you both get to the other side of the cave, here's a question for you. Does Dravik have dark vision?
That is a wonderful question, actually. He's technically human, so no.
So technically, he wouldn't have dark vision, would he?
No, he's just going in the way he thinks is right.
Yeah, that's fine. And I mean, you can see in this particular room because the mushrooms are giving off that green light.
Yes.
But further ahead of you into the kind of larger cavern, you can't see anything. You're not sure what's in there. But Grace does have dark vision, being an elf, and you can see. I believe it's 60 feet.
Base
Yeah.
of 60, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then is it a further 60 at dim light? Or is it just a flat
maybe?
60? Oh no, I think I'm mixing something up. I think it's just a flat
they have-
60 of dark vision.
Yeah, they have dark vision to 60 feet.
Yeah,
So
so
you-
Vladi just has such long dark vision because he's a Gloomstalker.
So yeah, so you can see into this room, and you can see a set of double doors just ahead of you. But you're unable to see. Yeah, you don't see anything else in the room.
Yeah, definitely just option to keep going, even if you can't see.
I do see. I think I see. Or I guess no, I can't see past this.
Yeah, so I think Grace, I've just realised that for some reason you can see like everything that everyone else has uncovered before, which is a bit weird. It shouldn't be the case. You should
no,
only
I-
be able to see the
I
mushroom
see
room.
that. I can only see the mushroom room. I can.
Oh.
I can. It's just I can see past the doors. Just a
Yes.
tiny little bit.
Okay. Yeah. So that should be fine then. I think I don't know. I think my Roll20 is giving me weird things. I think we're going to move away from dynamic lighting after this session.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
Yeah.
you see ahead a very large room, and it just kind of disappears into darkness behind those double doors.
So, having said that, Dravic's gonna take the giant greatsword off his back and like draw it over his shoulder. Being a Hellfire greatsword, it indeed gives me 15 feet of dim vision,
Okay.
dim light.
Yeah, great.
So I get a little bit of light.
Get a little bit of light. I can give you that light. So you emit. Oh no, you emit 0 bright light. 15 dim.
light.
Okay, there you go. You've got a little bit of light then. Okay, and then so you guys have made it to the other end of that cavern. I'll say you maybe can make it to about there, and then we cut back to initiative.
Goes to the walls.
Ghosts.
Who you gonna call? Party
Not me.
hard. And Body, where the fuck are you?
Complete radio silence.
I swear, if you write out Body.
So we have the turn. Where's my turn order gone? There. So can I get some initiative rolls from everyone?
I got a 14. I
16.
Put it in the
And 17.
Wow, nice little cluster there.
Yeah, clusters are always great.
So sorry, Baz, did you say 14?
14.
Calva 15, Vartan 16?
17.
17. Valen 17? I mean Valen 16?
16.
Yeah,
Yep.
cool. I got that right then. Oh, jeez. What an absolute stinker.
Ah.
Did he roll a 0?
Just about, yeah.
He's been sitting around in a cave for 100 years. The guy's
He's not used to it.
rusty, okay?
Knees are stiff.
Yeah. He's feeling it.
So Calva, you are first up while I try and
crikey.
switch our music over to something a bit more
Yeah.
combat-y.
Yeah. I'm gonna well, I guess I'm gonna rage, step forward, and try to double axe this guy, great axe. 25 and a 21
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
to take 8, and then 24 total.
God damn.
So sorry, how much was that? So what was your attack roll?
25 and 21.
25 and 21, yeah. So they both hit.
And make sure. And actually, I think that should be 24, 28 total. I didn't turn my rage on earlier, so yeah, 24
okay.
total, 28 total for damage. Sorry.
It doesn't hit anymore. Yeah, no, it still hits.
I
Oh,
was like, wait a minute.
it's Something's going on here.
The more damage I do, the worse.
Yeah, just love
The higher the AC gets.
So yeah, let's get some damage rolls out then.
Oh, that was 28 total.
Oh, 28 total was the damage.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I think I
Sorry.
must have missed something. I must have been fiddling with stuff. And that's 28 slashing damage.
Yes.
So as you slash through him, you feel like the great axe kind of latches on a little bit, but for the most part, just kind of passes straight through.
Yeah.
So you feel like you've taken something, but it hasn't quite had the impact that your great axe usually has when you hit something with it. Anything else from Calva?
No.
Okay. We will move on to Valen.
Okay. So first I will cast Hex on Mormask.
Hex. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Is there a save at all? Is there any kind of save with Hex?
No.
Can't remember. No. He's just hexed.
Yeah. And then I'm going to move 20 feet this way.
Okay.
And then gonna melee range and come behind him.
Okay.
And I will cast True Strike. So I make an attack with a weapon, and the spell's casting, and I can use my spell casting ability for the attack and damage rolls. And I'm gonna make the damage type radiant.
Okay.
And then am I flanking him now?
Yeah. I looked up and wondered why you're in combat. I'm shocked to see you.
Yeah. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah. So you'll be you'll be flanking there, so have advantage on that attack roll.
Okay. So 2d20s. Oh no, I did it wrong. D20. 2 and an 18 plus 7, so 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so then I do 1d8 plus, so 1d8 plus, so a 1 for damage,
Okay.
plus 7 for my spell casting ability, so 8 damage from that, and then it takes an additional 1d6 radiant damage.
Okay.
So 2 radiant damage, and it takes an additional 1d6 necrotic.
Okay.
So 6. So yeah, 6 necrotic, 3 radiant.
6 necrotic, 3
And,
radiant.
oh, sorry, 6 necrotic, 7, 8, 9 radiant.
9
10.
radiant.
Yeah.
9 radiant, 6 necrotic. Okay. So yeah, the radiant damage doesn't seem to be affected. It seems to hurt. The necrotic damage though doesn't seem to connect at all. It just kind of passes through the figure and splatters on the floor in front of Calva, almost as if it had no impact whatsoever.
But it looked like the radiant damage did damage, like proper damage.
Yeah, the radiant damage did normal damage.
Good. Oh, and for Hex, sorry, I'll choose Wisdom as its disadvantage for checks.
Okay.
And I'll end my turn.
Okay. We move on to Baz.
I'm gonna whip around and try and stab it with a short sword attack.
Okay.
Which is a 24 to hit.
24 is going to hit, yeah.
Yeah, so let's do damage. 14 damage on that first one.
14 damage, yeah. And similar to Calva, you just don't quite feel the same kind of connection when you've hit things with your short sword before. Just kind of passes through a little bit. It feels like it's doing something, yeah. It feels like it's latching on a little bit, but it's not quite doing the full damage that you used to.
Taking note of that, and then I'm gonna also swing around there and do a little offhand dagger attack.
Nice.
All right. 14 to hit.
That's gonna hit, yeah.
That hits. Okay, cool. So it is just 1d4. A little baby 1d4. That's a 3.
3, yeah. So
3 damage.
again, similar to your short sword, it just doesn't quite feel like it connects. But it does. It catches something, but not a lot.
Okay, and then I will use my bonus action. Let's see here. I'll probably use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
And just get a little bit of distance, maybe. I'll try and hide around this corner and call out for Vadi again.
Okay.
Vadi!
Just gonna check on distances. I'll say you probably just because it's.
Oh,
I
was
know,
that 10 squares
yeah,
again?
the squares are 10.
I forgot. I was right here, so.
There's a couple of lasts that we're doing in this session here, and that is the last time that we'll use dynamic lighting, and the last time that we're going to use 10-foot squares.
I could probably just make it to that corner.
Yeah. So.
Right? It's 26 if I had to go around this way and then around.
So you'd have
I
to
can
walk
still do 30 feet.
there. Yeah, so I'll say you can get to. Actually, yeah, you can get there. I don't know what maths I was doing, but yeah, you can get to there. I'll say
Okay.
with 30 feet.
So I'll get there. Maybe that's partial cover. Hopefully. Okay.
Okay. Excellent. So moving on.
And my turn.
Thank you. Because the Wraith rolled so badly, before he has his turn, I'm going to let Dravik and Pollux take an action. What are you guys planning on doing?
Can I cast Dancing Lights?
Okay.
Bring some more light to that room?
Yeah, go for it. So lights come out of your hands and start, filtering, spreading around the room. And you can see now a little bit deeper into the cavern, and up ahead you see another set of double doors that are kind of up a set of stairs on a a level above where you are now, and you can see the kind of heads of these figures who look like they're fighting something. You can. I'll let you have a move as well, if you wanted to move closer in or anything like that.
I would like to move closer.
Okay.
Maybe.
So I'll say you can move probably only 30 feet because you've taken that action. So I'll say you probably get to about here, and then Dravik.
Okay, so part of my class allows me something called focus points, which is 5, or my level plus my proficiency bonus, which I have 7 of in total. I'm going to use 1 to use something called Fall Through Fleeting, which allows me my proficiency bonus multiplied by 5, so additional 10 feet, or 15 feet, I think. 15 feet. So I'm going to do that.
Yeah, it would be 15, yeah.
And that's a bonus action.
Okay. And
from there, I will also dash.
Dash, okay. Yeah, so you'll have 60 plus the 15, so 75. Okay.
Yeah, I'll get as far as I can.
Yeah, so I'll say 75 gets you more or less to the top of those stairs. And now with the help of the dancing lights and also Valen, I don't know if you turned your light source off yet, but
it's still on.
It's still on. So you can see kind of just around the corner, up the top of this ledge, there appears to be some kind of fight going on between a group of adventurers and some kind of ghostly figure.
Oh yeah, Dravik's immediately his face just drops into a scowl. And he swings the greatsword down against the pavement, a nice wave of sparks go and try to get the thing's attention.
Okay. Nice. And then ending those turns. It is Mormusk's turn, and he is going to look at you, Calva.
Why me? Why?
Because you're big, you're purple, and you're a mushroom. Yeah, and he kind of reaches his ghostly hands in towards you.
Oh, gross.
Man,
This is
that's
so
a terrible roll. It's
You
a
can
good.
look, but you can't touch.
11
I
to
love
hit.
Oh,
not
you
gonna hit, is
missed me.
Yeah, so it kind of reaches in and you're able to just duck out of the way before anything happens.
Yeah. I don't know, it's like
Okay,
advantage.
cool. That was scary, and that's it. That's all he does.
We're
I
done.
feel like it could have gone worse.
That's
Like a
it, yeah.
scary Halloween decoration that's just like, a projection or something. Like, have we tried just pulling the plug?
I'm going to double attack this bozo again.
Go for it.
27 critical
Oh.
hit.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna have a bad
Hell
day.
yeah.
Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah. Definitely.
Can I
definitely
get
gonna
another
hit.
one? Nope. 26 the second time. Not a-
Jeez.
Oh.
Wow. 19 and a 20.
Nonetheless.
Kidding me.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Crit damage coming up. 13.
Level 5.
Okay.
2D. Okay. Yeah. Rolled low on my d12s. That's a bummer. So he's taken. He does not. Okay. Making sure it added my. So 28 total again.
28 total again.
Holy.
And again, you just don't quite feel, especially for like a critical hit, you just don't feel the same kind of connection that you used to.
That's all right.
But the
Okay,
figure does
that's
look a little
20.
bit like he was quite. What am I trying to say? Like, I can't think of my words at all today. But he was quite like dense, whereas his shape appears to be dissipating a little bit.
Oh, perfect.
End of Calva's turn.
And I
No?
believe so. Make sure nothing else. I don't need to give anybody anything. So yeah, that's the end of mine.
We've got Valen up next.
Okay. Ooh, I'm going to True Strike again.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
So 5 plus 7, 13 to hit.
13 just hits.
Oh, good. Whew.
Did you say 5 plus 7 though?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 5 plus 7 is
That's-
12.
Oh, my math is
So-
off. 12 to hit, so it misses.
Misses.
Oh no!
Oh,
That's the
tragic.
figure just sort of shifts away from your.
See,
Your
I
blade.
thought he just had another +1. I was just like, cool.
Yeah, I'm glad.
No.
I checked.
No, it's I'm trying to think. Yeah, no, that's
Cool.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Misses. Anything else from Valen?
Nope, that's it from Valen.
Moving on to Baz.
I'm just gonna pop right back into it, I guess. Let's pop out around the corner. I'm gonna come back and give a little stabby stab with
for
my
it.
short sword.
Charging back into
It's what
combat.
I charge in, I charge out. It's my whole thing. It's what I do. And then stab you in the back. It's a 25 to hit.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
which
gonna
I'm
hit.
gonna
Damn.
say totally hits.
Almost
So
in that
let's
20
do.
again.
I know, getting close. 23 damage.
Yeah, how have you done 23 damage? Oh, I
How
guess
the
it's 3d6. It's 3d6 sneak attack, isn't it? Because you've
yeah,
got. Yeah.
Yeah, 3d6.
Wow,
You
nice
just
one.
rolled hella good. Wow.
I did.
Uh,
I did a 6, a 6, and a 2.
Oh,
for
she
the
got
sneak
three
attack,
3
and then a
sixes,
six.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
nice one.
Wow.
I got 3 6s.
Yeah.
Level 5, bitches.
However,
Eat it.
you just again, it just doesn't feel like it connects in the same way.
I'm just gonna keep slashing at the shadow, even though I feel like it's kind of like tearing at ribbons at this point. I'm just gonna keep slashing with
Go
my
for it.
offhand dagger attack for a 14 to hit, which hits.
14
So
just
little
hits.
baby 1d4, which is a 4. I'm rolling today. That's a 4. So that's an extra 4 damage.
Extra 4 damage. Yeah. Again, doesn't quite get the kind of grasp that you're after.
And I'm gonna bonus action disengage and run around this corner. Huzzah! I'll keep an eye out for
Leaving the
where my
poor
little
wizard
elf is.
to fend for himself.
I know.
Nice one. Okay, so again, before Mormesk has his turn, we'll let Dravik and Pollux have a turn. And then after you've had this turn, I'll then get you guys to join the initiative.
Sounds good.
So first up, Pollux. What's Pollux up to?
I want to get more behind. Oh, I already forgot the character's name. I want to get
Dravik.
Dravik.
Yeah.
I want to get more behind Dravik, just in case if
Cool.
needs some healing.
Yep.
I
So
might.
yeah,
Trying to have my new friend die on me.
you can fairly comfortably get to there to ride up behind Dravik. It would use up your action to move there, so you wouldn't be able to kind of do any actions, like cast any spells or anything. Was there anything else you were hoping to do?
Not really sure what we're getting ourselves into. So for now, I'll say no.
Cool. No, that is fine. And then if you can now roll initiative for me. You can either do that on Roll20 or with a manual dice. It's completely up to you. And then Dakota, what is Dravik doing?
Oh, he's charging right the fuck in.
Go
He
for it.
has this great sword over his shoulder, ready to take a swing on this thing. I think I can make it all the way. It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, I can make it about here. I'll spend one more focus point to get the additional 15 feet to get in melee range.
Okay.
Because that was my bonus action, and with that, I will make a swing with my greatsword.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calva's like
Go for
turning
it.
as he sees the glow coming up behind him. I'm turning to look, going, "What in the hell?"
Yeah, that is a 22 to hit.
That is going to hit.
And that will be 9 slashing damage. And I do have extra attack.
Okay.
So
So again,
One more.
similar to the others, you just don't quite feel the same kind of connection.
oh,
strike.
trust, I have an idea here.
Where's the bludgeoning
my-
damage?
For my extra attack, it will be an 18 to hit.
That hits.
That is 12 slashing.
Okay.
And I think this is just once per turn I can do this. Once per turn, I can use Strike of the Giants for a fire strike for an additional 1d10 fire damage.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
That will be 7 fire damage as well.
7 fire damage. Okay.
And from there, I will indeed pass. Dravik is not looking at anybody else but this specter in front of him.
Okay. And with that kind of final swing that you did, the spectre is looking very faint now, almost as if they've disappeared completely, but not quite. As he turns to you now, Dravik, and he crits you.
Oh, yeah, Dravik's just grinning now. He's like, hit me!
Right, so
Oh, better not take like all my health in one hit. That'd be fucking awful.
Way to make an entrance.
Yeah, I mean, it
Jeez.
fits his character.
yeah, so I'm
Make
double.
a bold decision and die.
We've had some high damage rolls this time.
Oh, yeah. I was tired of rolling my 12s to hit.
But you controlled the battlefield.
Yeah.
True, but now we got Pollux.
So Dravik,
Better at least drop them gauntlets on your way out, boy.
Magic sword, gauntlets. He was
You-
magicked up.
so Dravik, you take 33 points of necrotic damage.
Holy shit!
What?
I have 8 health left.
Okay.
Nice.
The
That's
other
plenty.
the other thing that you need to bear in mind is that as this spectre lunges at you, and just it almost feels like they take a grasp of your soul and pull it towards them, and you feel weaker. You feel a lot weaker, and I'm going to need you to drop your hit point maximum by 33.
Oh. That's
I'm glad
That's
he
just-
missed the first couple times.
I thought this guy was a joke.
I just have 8 health.
That's all you need.
So this won't even matter because now I have no health to use as reaction for. But fuck, I can't even use my reaction. It's such a good reaction too.
That will end his turn. So we move back to the top of the round
did
with Calva.
You
Alright,
were
roll
hit,
initiative.
bro.
We have somebody, Pollux, I believe, has a 20 on initiative.
Oh yeah, Pollux, he did roll a 20.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. And actually,
Nice.
on that note, what did Dravik get?
12.
12. Okay, excellent. Yeah, so Pollux, you're up next.
Oh. Okay.
I say to Valen, though, I'm glad that didn't hit me. You see what just happened to that guy?
Yeah,
Could you imagine if it hit Valen?
we have to kill him now. Oh no, Valen would be dead.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
so-
This is the thing. I was thinking to myself, like, what happens if your hit point maximum goes down below 0? You die, don't you? I'm pretty
just
sure you
die.
just instantly die. Wow. Okay, that could have been.
Yeah,
that
my
could have
hit
been
point
worse.
max is 32, so
Okay.
You have a -1.
What
What attack was that?
just hitting? He's just punching. Ghost
Yeah,
hands.
it's just kind of like
Grabbed my
kinda
soul
like-
and pulled it.
like went in, like it kind of is trying to grab your soul and rip it out of your chest. Yeah.
yeah.
It's kind of
Just to clarify, it's not a spell, right? It is an attack.
It is an attack. Yeah.
Okay.
It is an attack.
Pollux,
It
what you
is.
doing for us?
It's a life drain.
Cool. Because I got counterspell now, so
Nice. Nice.
not that you know that.
So yes, no, I don't. So Pollux.
I like to use healing word on Dravik.
Okay, yeah, no,
Kinda-
good thinking.
To help him out.
What's the range on healing word?
60 feet.
60 feet. Okay, so I'll say yeah, range isn't a problem, but you probably do need to just get up to the top of the stairs because you might not be able to see him kind of up the stairs and around the corner. So I'll just move you
Okay.
up to the top of those stairs there. But yeah, go for it. Yeah, cast your healing word on Dravik.
The 9.
9. So you
So
cast.
now here's the question.
Yeah, so you cast the healing word on Dravik, and it doesn't feel like it does anything. It doesn't feel like it heals you at all. Usually it would, but something's happened that this figure has done something to you, and you're unable to take any healing from that.
Dropping is pissed. There's like just a burning ember coming like under his armor, just singeing everything around him.
Is there anything else from Pollux? So you've got some movement left, and also a bonus action if you've got anything that uses bonus actions.
Let's see. I don't really have. I don't really have any good bonus actions that would be useful at the moment.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Did you want to move at all, or
Well,
are you happy hanging?
yeah, I want to move a little bit
Okay.
closer. Maybe.
Yeah.
24 feet?
So I'll say you've probably got about 20 feet of movement left, so it would have taken about 10 feet to get up the stairs. So you can move 20 feet. I was just thinking, have you moved your character yet? I feel like I've just been moving them for you. Do you know?
I do not know how to move.
Okay, yeah. So the over on the left-hand side, there'll be like an arrow tool, like a mouse pointer thing. If you click that, then you should be able to just like click on your token and move it.
Aha. Up there.
Cool. Yeah.
I'm fine with 15.
Okay, cool. Anything else from Pollux? Is that okay? So ending Pollux's turn, we move on to Calva.
I look at this flaming guy next to me who looked like he almost got snuffed out, and I'm going to give him 8 temporary hit points.
Oh, lovely.
I am then
Yeah.
going to
Dravik,
Oh.
right? I thought you were talking about like Mormusk. I thought you were giving. I was like, what? What?
He's not
No,
flaming.
no.
Okay.
Dropping is flaming.
talking about.
That all makes a lot more sense now.
More
And
musk.
I'm going reckless attack because I need
Kill
this
him.
guy to die.
Yeah.
Got a 20 anyway, didn't get my advantage, but I will take the next one to advantage. 24, both hit.
Nice. How do you want to do it?
And he took 27 points of damage. I smash him twice with my axe, grab whatever wispy tatters and throw him on the ground and stomp on him twice for good measure.
Nice. So
That's how you get rid of a ghost. Stomps.
The first kind of swipe of your axe kind of goes through without connecting much, but then the second one, as you wipe it through, the kind of ghostly figure just dissipates into nothingness and floats away.
I was around the corner for all this, so staying in initiative, I'm gonna pop out and see this like really terrifying looking guy and cast Ray of Enfeeblement because this is the new enemy that we're fighting right now. So that is 8 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay. What is that?
I hold my hand up to Boz.
Does the specter drop anything like from its corporeal-ishness? I don't know. No.
Damn,
like not even a bit of bone fragment? Man.
No, nothing. So there was no physical. It is just a ghost. It was just a ghost.
Wait a minute, do I get my health back?
No, man. This is you now.
Since technically my turn wasn't over, I just turn around and walk out of the fight. Can I walk into that room? Like, would that one door push open if I try to go through it?
I'll say you can try, but maybe we do it after a break.
Okay.
You now stand in front of these double sets of doors. The wraith that attacked you is now lying. It's disappeared. I should delete that little thing because they floated away into nothingness. What's everyone doing?
I was trying to go through the door.
I've like put your hands up kind of thing to this stranger who looks like an enemy across the way.
Dravix just staring her down.
Did you take Body?
Still has it over his shoulder.
Who are you? What'd you do with Body?
I don't know who you're talking about. It'll like slide it back into its like holder on his back and kind of turn away from them.
Did you see where Body went? He just disappeared.
I don't know. He does that, but he usually comes back. I think these guys did something to him. You've seen him, the handsome elf guy with the muscles and the brain. Come on.
The muscles.
The muscles.
Newly acquired muscles.
They look fake.
Such man.
They do look fake though.
It looks like one of those suits that you put on. It's just like
Very blocky. Very blocky.
Oh God.
What are you doing in here?
Dravix kind of like turned back to the wizard, like there was undead. I suppose I found him.
Excuse
I'm
me?
helping that one, and he'll point down towards Pollux.
You.
All right, then. You, yeah.
What are you doing here?
I was checking out the fungi here, and then all you guys showed up.
I look at her.
Oh yeah, his cow was
I'm like, what do you mean, your people?
Don't be too offended. I'm sorry.
Lordy. Since Calva, you see Calva like pushing at the door. Java could give him a hand and pushing the door open. He's kind of curious now too. He's assuming that's where
anyone
the
who likes
the raid came from.
mushrooms
Okay.
can't be that bad. But is this guy with you? This scary looking guy with you?
Yeah, he's with me.
Like, he's not even that scary. Look at him. He's obviously not doing well.
Oh yeah, he's like holding his side now.
Can't do much to you.
You look
Yeah,
terrible.
and he's a sizey figure as well. He's not quite as tall as Calva, but he's pushing it. Actually, he might even be taller than Calva. How tall did we make Calva? 7'2".
7'2".
Yeah.
Oh, Calva's just taller.
Calva's
about
just
2
taller.
inches.
Yeah. So he's a big figure.
I'm gonna whisper to Valen. I think we could take him. You take the naturey one, and I'll take the big one. If it comes to it, let's just keep an eye on him, okay? I don't trust them.
Sounds good.
Can I roll something to see if Java can hear them whispering?
You're gonna flip into a buff hobgoblin before you do it, Baz.
It's yeah, just for the psychological boost.
Can I do like a perception check to see if I hear them whispering behind me?
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Let's see. It's a 21.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say it's a pretty high DC, but yeah, you've got it. Yeah, you can hear them. You can hear you've heard stuff like this before. You've been in this form for a while now. You've
As
heard.
they're conversing, Dravixon like slowly looks over while he's still pushing on the door, just staring. He's not saying anything, but you can see the burning embers behind his eyes just glaring into them.
All
understand.
right, tough guy. Just so we're clear here, we got to the Spellforge first. This is our booty. So I don't know what you're doing here in the Spellforge, but this is ours, okay?
It's always the booty.
Just so we're clear.
I care little about magical artifacts. I just wanted to kill the ghost.
I look at him and I go, thank you.
So I'm like, just nods a little bit. He'll go back to helping Calv open the door.
Okay, so yeah, Calva, you can either roll with advantage because you've got help from Dravik, or if Dravik wants to make his own separate roll, you can roll.
I had
Separately.
advantage anyway, but
Oh well.
25.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, it's a double door, so I imagine you're both, taking one door at a time, and it takes a little bit of effort, but with a final kind of charge with your shoulder, you do burst through the door, and it opens.
They're locked still.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
we go.
There it is.
Just trying to do it.
Open.
Roll 20 decided to give me warnings. We're moving away from that. I hope nobody minds, but we're moving away from the dynamic lighting thing. I feel like there's too many
Valen ran
clicky
inside.
bits. Valen runs inside.
Dravik will step aside and let them enter because he really doesn't care about anything in there at this
Dang,
point.
Valen, how'd you get in there? You just
There's magic in there, man. He's just gonna grease his way right past us.
Yeah, I'm just looking around.
He penguin slides.
Valen's like observing for anything that looks like it has magical power.
Okay.
Seeing if he can find out where this magical energy was coming. Or is that magical energy gone now?
So you can still feel kind of a faint magical energy in the room. You appear to be standing in some kind of large workshop of sorts. There's a small brazier in the middle of the room that's sat on a pedestal, and there's a very faint flickering green flame inside, and you can feel a magical energy coming from this flame. And the room is quite damaged. It looks like, you can tell, Valen, that it looks like some kind of spell has gone off here, and it's kind of you're looking at damaged worktops. Everything's in kind of a bit of a state, but this brazier is perfectly, what's a good word for it? It's in perfect condition. Preserved. Yeah, great word. Perfectly preserved.
Okay. I'm going to put my hand on preferably a not hot part of the brazier and cast Identify.
Okay. Yeah.
Just because,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can cast Identify on it. Have you got that prepared? You don't have to cast
No,
it as a
I
ritual.
catch
or
it as
anything.
a ritual.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's going to take a bit of time to.
Oh, so I can explore the rest of the room.
Yeah.
Sure.
This thing interests me though. It looks like it. Yeah.
I was going to
While
kick
we're-
it over. Lucky
While
you.
we're on the topic of the brazier, I'm sorry. The flame, since you know how I want to play this character, does Dravik recognize the flame at all? Is like familiar to him at all, or is it just fire?
It just looks like weird fire. You're used to seeing flame in the red variety, and this one's green.
His body.
Gotcha. Okay. Never mind.
I'll take that time to explore too. I'm looking around for Vati, and I'm gonna open that door. That was back, like the little closet.
Okay.
The closet to the Spellforge.
Yeah, that's fine. And so you're doing that. And Pollux, what's Pollux up to?
Oh my.
Oh my.
I'm really intrigued on what that green fire is.
Okay.
Would
So you
go in the room there.
heading in the room? So looking around the room, you do spot, there's bits and pieces of kind of weapons and armor. It looks like this was some kind of a workshop where they did something to these weapons and items. And in particular, there's a couple of items that stand out. They're on the bottom right-hand corner workbench, and they just look like they're in slightly better condition than everything else. There's a mace that's there, and also a breastplate. And this breastplate has a kind of gold dragon motif on it.
I look at them and I look at the people that are with us. I'm like, I toss both of those items over by Valen.
And I'll grab them and put them in my pocket for safekeeping.
It's a
Or just
breastplate.
pocket
The mace and the breastplate, straight in the pocket.
It's a
Or I'll just like slide them in front of me, look like a dragon protecting it, but also just still focusing on this, on like trying to figure out what this thing is.
Cool.
Are we sure Valen is not just a dragon, just polymorphed?
not yet. We are unsure. Quick question. Boz, were you trying to open the door in this room or the outside one?
The outside room. The
Because I'm going to try to
I
open
can
this one
click
that's
it.
inside.
Okay.
I don't know what the inside of the room looks like at all
No,
because
you've
I
not
haven't been
been
in there yet.
So yeah, Baz, can you give me a dexterity? You go to open the door and it's locked.
It's locked. Well. Is it sleight of hand or dexterity, or just to add my dexterity bonus?
Yeah, so it'll be
Or
a
thieves' tools
dexterity
is-
check using your thieves' tools.
So it'd be proficiency bonus plus. So it's +6.
Yeah.
Dexterity. Okay.
Yeah, so it's a dex check plus your proficiency.
18.
18. Yeah. So yeah, you're able to unlock the door.
Okay. Let's open that bad boy up. And great, it's another
Calva-
friggin' door.
Your door opens into the same room.
Hey, fancy meeting you here.
There's nothing in there. Empty room.
It's not quite empty. It's empty on the map. But it's the walls in the room are all kind of blackened with fire. But all the furnishings in there. There's a bed. There's a chair and a small little desk, and they're all charred and splintered. And there's also at the sort of foot of the bed. There's this scorched iron chest.
Chests.
Ooh. Don't mind if I do.
Fire.
Okay, I'm gonna try and crack that bitch.
Okay. Yeah.
Is it locked?
No, it's not locked.
Oh well, probably nothing good.
So
in
you've cracked it. Opening the chest up, you see in there a pile of coins. There's 5 malachites as well. Malachites. I never know
Ooh.
how to pronounce it.
Malachite, I believe.
Malachite, yeah.
Malachite,
It would be
yes.
malachite, wouldn't it? And also, there's a small wooden pipe in there that's kind of adorned with these, this like platinum filigree around it. It looks a bit
How many
pricey.
coins are we talking?
Exact numbers. So you're looking at 1,100 copper.
Whoa! Oh, copper.
Copper, yeah.
Yeah.
So
11
11 gold. 160 silver pieces.
Uh-huh.
That's not awful.
100 electrum pieces.
Okay, great. Funny money.
And then, yeah, your malachites and your wooden pipe.
No gold.
No gold.
No gold. Great.
If only I had my full health right now. Do something kind of cool.
I tried healing you.
No.
It was noble. It was a noble effort.
There's nothing in the room of like a diary, a charred book of any sort that would explain like who this person is, what their deal is.
Looking around the room, you don't really see anything else. Everything else seems to have been burnt to a crisp.
Okay. Okay, I'll go check out this room then.
So Valen's probably been enough time for you to, do your magic on this this brazier in the middle of the room. And you kind of sense that this flame, that this is, it's got a magical essence to it, but you get the feeling it's waned over the years. And you I'll tell you what, give me an Arcana check as well.
Okay. 22.
22, yeah. So you can tell that this is most likely the source of the magical power in the Spellforge. That this is probably the Spellforge.
I thought it'd be bigger.
You don't know anything yet.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Good point.
I just okay, so I'm going to take a step back and I'm going to look around and I'm going to think to Baz and Kava that this is the Spellforge. This is it.
I go, that's rather unimpressive for a forge of any kind. Spell or otherwise. It seems lackluster.
They may not look powerful now, but I think in the past it used to have much more. For example, I believe it created this, and then I hand cover the mace. And I'm gonna say, how does this feel in your hand?
So I take the mace, I heft it around. I'm like, I could kill things with it.
If I'm correct, I believe. Sorry, does this mace seem like it has magical energy? It does, right?
Yeah, certainly. Yeah.
So
and the breastplate as well.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna say I believe that this mace is Lightbringer, which was crafted here and was commissioned by the priests of Lathander. This is a very powerful weapon, if I'm correct.
I go, I'll try it once or twice, maybe.
I want to keep this stuff away from these strangers. Put it in the bag.
Put it in the bag. I'm gonna hold it so I can use it. I can't get it out of the bag if it's in your pocket.
Let me look at the breastplate. Let me see it.
I just hand her the breastplate.
It's really heavy.
Yeah, it's super heavy.
Oh,
It wouldn't be for
I don't know if
Varty
this one's
if
for
Varty
me.
was still around.
where is he?
So I had an idea about what this mace was, but Baz, let me look at that breastplate again. Just let me check it out. And then I'm gonna again. Well, I don't know if I should. I don't know what this does. Really, honestly, just by holding it for now. Can we put it in your bag of holding?
Yeah. As I eye the suspicious strangers that are in the room. What
It's
are
not
you
like-
actually here for? Now that you're here, what are you gonna do with this spell forge, strangers?
I say,
If this is the spell forge, which I don't think it actually is, because look at how pathetic it is. Probably not.
I'm like Baz. I'm like, he helped us defeat Mormesk, and he took the hit. So I'm grateful.
Okay, I guess. I still don't trust you, but
Trust is not easily given; it's earned. So I can't fault you for that.
That is fair. I respect it.
And I feel like right now, I mean, we'd make short work of him. It's fine.
Good point.
He's still looking rough.
He's actually like leaning on his greatsword at this point, kind of like a cane. He's like under leaning.
Just the shriveled, like desiccated husk.
The flames like died down a little bit.
I look at. So what are you wearing?
Drop it.
Something.
What you got on? What you wearing?
So technically, the armor is a chain shirt, but it's like burning at the edges of any cloth or any armor exposed at the very edge.
Yeah.
Superheat, like glowing metal or like smoldering fabric.
I'm like, maybe he could use the breastplate. Keep from getting hit.
I don't know who he is. Do you trust him yet? We just met him.
I mean, hey,
We earned this stuff. We fought a giant octopus like 5 minutes ago.
They ran away.
yeah.
It did.
We scared the shit out of it and ran screaming to the hills.
It got hit pretty hard.
It did. My last hit, his body hit pretty damn hard.
Yeah, it was a nice one. So, let me look at this map where we're at. I goes, so there's nothing else in here that seems worth taking. Everything else is destroyed, decayed, rubble, except for those 2 items. So,
The question is, can we make more?
yeah, obviously with the spell forge, but this seems questionable.
Give me a second.
Is-
And I pull out my dagger and I put the metal in the flame.
Okay. As you insert the dagger into the flame, the flame grows a little bit stronger, and the blade almost seems to take on the color of the green flame. And then as you pull your blade out, you can tell with your magical knowledge that it has increased its power.
Did it work?
Turned it into a
Did that work?
+1 dagger.
What?
Okay. I look at it and I say, I don't know if this really does anything. Let me try something else. I'm going to carefully put the spider staff in the flame as well.
Damn.
Just to see.
Yeah, nothing seems to happen to the spider stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna say okay. I think this is what the original forge was. I don't know how operational it is anymore. I think it could still be used, but it's not very powerful.
Maybe we can help revive it. I'm looking at this thing and it's not impressing me, Valen.
I feel like Gundren would know what to do with it.
Any good flame needs kindling.
Yeah. So maybe explore here a little bit more.
And then, yeah.
go back towards Gundren now?
Here's a question. We're supposed to split the profits of this mine, perhaps in the future, with Gundren and the benefits of the Spellforge. Should we clear it out of the undead? I'm
Oh.
feeling pretty fresh.
That has
Clear out
Dravik
those
immediately.
undead.
Dravik is immediately peaked up. He's like, "There's more."
Oh, yeah. You like fighting dead guys? Okay.
They don't deserve to live any longer than they had.
I go, are you up to that currently?
And he'll turn to Kalva and just the flame seems to have increased in his eyes, even though he's still kind of like holding on to the sword. I can do anything.
What about you, little elf?
I'm hoping that if we get all of the undead dead, all the rest in the cave will return back to the afterlife. I'll just disappear, hopefully.
Okay. I mean, that's an option. We can take a rest if we need to.
No, we have to find body.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, Vadi knew where we were. And
But what if
I
something
mean,
took
something
him?
happened to him. Something happened to maybe the octopus grabbed him with its tentacle. We need to go back
how
and look
long
for
do you
him.
think I would have seen the tentacles?
I
was
you
standing
wouldn't-
next to him.
But he just vanished.
He just
That's what he does.
vanished.
That's what Vadi does.
But he doesn't just abandon us.
I mean, based on our current roster, I believe they sort of come and go as they please.
I look at the charm that I made of Body's arrow and just think,
Melody
like,
and Bruenor.
Yeah, but
I
I've been
mean-
with body since the woods.
yeah,
So-
this is different. Body's different.
I'd like to do something. If the party is to leave the room, I'd like to say just outside the doorway is the gauntlets like placed overhand each other, just laying on the ground, with another one of those little arrow charms that Vadi had recreated, like tucked under one of the hands. So if anyone would like to claim that, go crazy.
Cool. Maybe a note explaining where Vati went.
Yes, indeed. A very short, very to the
Someone
point
killed
note.
him and left his gauntlets here.
I've left.
Maybe signed by Signor Retcon.
Yes, but yes, there's a note for sure.
Nice. So you can all rest easy now, knowing that Vati has had to head back home.
I pick up his gauntlets and sword, and I'm like looking at who we have. Oh, I wonder if we give them to. I'm looking. Who would use the gauntlets? Who's the weakling here?
Well, Valen's melee now.
I know. I'm
Melee
wondering. I go. You are the weakest, Valen.
What? The weakest.
Yes.
Actually, strength-wise,
I have a -1 strength.
I'm not very strong, but even when I'm attacking in combat, I'm not really using my strength. I'm not sure how much I would truly benefit from them.
When I read the note and get really sad about it. And
Again.
Again. I'm just having a really hard time. Aw. I'll look at the gloves and I want to keep them as a memento of Body
Are you gonna wear them?
because I had a crush on Body.
Are you gonna wear
them?
No. I'm like, are you gonna wear them?
Yes,
Okay.
I'll wear them every day and think of his beautiful ponytail.
Right. Session 28. I'm writing in a trip to Vati's hometown.
Yeah.
Rekindle
I'll
that
play
flame.
for that session too. I'll play him.
I'm gonna meet your mom and she's gonna love me and you're gonna
Oh, that's great.
I'm gonna look. Valen looks back at the flame, and with a curious look in his eye, he quickly passes his hand through the flame.
Okay,
Damn,
interesting.
good my idea.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
Can you seeing Valen do that? Can Drovic do the same? Just put his palm like directly in the flame.
Yeah, you put your hand in the flame, and it feels warm, but it doesn't burn. Doesn't really seem like it's doing anything else, but it's interesting that it doesn't burn.
Valen, should I put my axe in there?
Try.
I put my axe in the flames, the blade of it.
Okay.
Ooh, I want to go too. I'll put my
Poke it
short sword in
around.
there. I'll poke your axe with my sword while you're getting powered up.
Yeah, so I mean, as you're putting them in there, the flame again starts to light up, and your sword comes out slightly more powerful. +1 more powerful, to be exact.
So I say, okay, I think I know how it works. I think if we put anything in there that's, and I'm thinking this, I'm not saying it to Baz and Calva. I think if it's a regular weapon, it gives it power. But if it's already a magical item, I don't think it has any effect.
Did it do my axe too?
Yeah, did the axe. Yeah, well, I mean, it's just a normal great axe, isn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I hope. Unless you have some magical powers you haven't told me about yet. That'd be cool.
I mean, I suppose they helped enough to get like a little bump of the fire. What do you think? Should we tell them?
Well, I mean, there's no reason we shouldn't, is there?
Okay.
We could need them if we're gonna fight the undead.
Yeah.
I look at what's his name,
Drovic.
And I say, "Will you help us fight the undead?
I will burn them to nothingness.
Put your weapon into that fire." Oh wait.
No, hold on. As Valen gives him this suggestion, Drovic will slide his greatsword back into its sheath, and from his side pull a broken yet mostly intact longsword from a secondary sheath, and insert it into the flame.
Okay, yeah, and the longsword, same thing happens.
Okay, wonderful.
Okay. No +1 to my spider staff, but whatever.
I feel like the
Do you think
spider
it works-
staff's doing all right.
Yeah, I don't think it needs a
It works
+1.
on crossbows.
Crossbows are weapons for weaklings.
You're still gonna be sore at me about that, making you carry that crossbow around, huh?
Yeah. Carried around for nothing.
So you sticking the crossbow in?
Okay. I'm gonna try my crossbow in it.
Yeah, go for it. So you stick your crossbow in, same thing happens.
Yes.
It gets enchanted.
Okay,
with
we'll
this,
power it
this
up.
with a +1.
Am I noticing any changes each time someone puts something in there between one time and the next?
No, not really. The flame seems to just light up as it's doing its thing, and then goes back down to normal again.
I don't know. I want to try. I don't want to cast fireball at it, but I want to try and channel flames into it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What flamey spells have you got? Have you got any flamey cantrips? You got like fire.
Yeah. Well, I got firebolt.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'll say you kind of use your firebolt to, and you've got like continual flame as well, don't you?
Yes, on my staff.
So I'll say you kind of, cast a little bit of firebolt into there, but it doesn't really do anything. Interesting. The firebolt comes out maybe just a little bit more powerful than you'd anticipated, because you were trying to hold it back, not to do any damage to the brazier, but it doesn't do any damage at all. It's still in perfect nick.
Okay. I'm going to grab. Is there any paper in the room?
I'm going to say no. Everything's been, all that kind of, anything of paper would have been more or less destroyed.
Okay, I have just a regular book in my possession. So I'm going to grab the book and put it over the flame.
Okay.
It's a regular book.
Yeah, you stick the regular book into the flame, and it comes out a regular book.
Okay, didn't burn. I'm gonna very carefully put my spellbook into the flame.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna go one way or another, and honestly, nothing is better than something probably
In the bad way, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What do you guys think we should do now? Get the undead? Like, I'm still feeling good. I don't feel the need to rest.
Yeah, I feel like our new friend here might need a rest.
My strength has left me, but I can still do it.
I mean,
He'll be fine.
he'll be fine. He also
He's saying that a short rest would be nice.
Short rest
At
A
least
short
maybe they'll do
rest?
something.
or
Maybe
a
they'll do
long
something, I don't
rest?
know.
Yeah,
I
feel-
could be open to a short rest.
I mean, I don't think we're pressed for time here, are we?
No, I guess not.
Particularly. The biggest threats are gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the plan then?
Take a short rest.
Short rest?
I'll cast False Life on myself during the short rest. Psych myself up.
Nice. Is anyone else doing anything in preparation for the short rest?
I'm gonna just close these other doors. Probably try to relock the two doors that come into this from the smaller room. I'm gonna lock that one, and then see if I can lock the second one also.
Okay. Yeah, the doors. You're finding it difficult to push them back into a closed position again.
The for the small room.
Oh, in the small room.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're wanting to try and shut and lock both doors?
Yeah, just so that nothing
okay.
can just come in that side of the room all willy nilly.
Yeah, I mean the door that the kind of internal door doesn't have any kind of lock mechanism on it. It is just a standard door.
I just drag that bench, the workbenches, if they're not attached to the floor or wall, I just drag it over to the opposite that corner.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's say they're not attached. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, we'll say you can make the room secure.
What are your names, strangers? We haven't really introduced ourselves.
I am Pollux.
Pollux. Okay. Have you ever seen a mushroom like that? I point to Calva.
I have not. It is amazing.
He's pretty great, right?
I love mushrooms.
He does this cool thing with spores, by the way. Let him, like, it's gonna sound weird, but let him spore you. It's like, it's pretty great. I was skeptical myself. You gotta try it.
She wasn't that skeptical. Yeah, so I make sure that I spore both of them.
The rush, right?
And then we can communicate telepathically within 30 feet.
Oh my god.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
I knew that big guy.
Dravik. And he'll kind of still like his running finger across the shattered blade he still has drawn. Like inspecting the new honed edge to it.
Tough guy, dramatic type. What? Go ahead.
Baz, could you pass me that breastplate while we take a break?
Yeah. Actually, no. I'm so super strong right now. I can lift it with like one pinky. He's like, yeah, no problem. Here you go.
You do indeed have 19 strength.
Yeah, you are the buff hobgoblin now.
I am. I have become the buff.
Her voice is inordinately deep.
I have become Death Destroyer of Worlds.
Yes.
During the break, I'll look at the breastplate.
Okay.
And quick question, Kate. Lightbringer, any particular things I need to note about Lightbringer or?
Yeah. So Lightbringer, you have a +1 to attack rolls and damage rolls with it.
It's actually in the What is it called?
Oh, the compendium.
Compendium.
Yeah, it will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think I bought Lost Mine of Phandelver, the module. So,
Yeah.
like on Roll20. So,
Oh,
yeah,
sweet.
the item should be in there. But just for,
I wasn't
for everyone else's purpose, it deals an extra 1d6 radiant damage to undead creatures.
What?
Nice.
That'd be a cool paladin weapon. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I figured if there was a mace that was magical, and I heard about a mace that was magical, it had to be that mace.
Yeah, that is the mace. And yeah, during the rest, sussing out the breastplate. It seems like it maybe has some kind of historical significance with the kind of dragon motif on it. But it more or less just operates as a +1 breastplate.
I don't want this.
Cool.
Who wants this breastplate?
If I inspect it, is it medium armor?
That's a great question. I think breastplate is.
How much you got?
Yeah, what kind of like
Dravik?
reward? Want me to pay for helping kill the spirit?
Yeah, I do
No.
want you to pay.
He did almost die for us.
I'm still almost.
He's still
dead,
almost
actually.
dead. Yeah.
And
Oh, no.
and it wasn't me.
Yeah, actually, when I think about it, it looks more like you could use it.
Indeed. All I would know is it better than a chain shirt.
Yeah, and I don't know my armors well enough.
Yeah, so chain shirt's 13 plus
13,
dex. Breastplate is 14 plus dex. This is also it's a +1 breastplate, so you'd have 15 plus dex.
I'll take it.
Nice.
What about you, Pollux? You got a stick you want to put in the fire or something?
Oh, sorry. I didn't hear Pollux until my
Sorry.
burn took a minute. I would like to put my great staff in there. Or my quarterstaff, not my great staff.
Okay.
To carefully put it.
So you carefully place your quarterstaff in there. What's your quarterstaff made out of? Made of wood.
Mhm.
As you put it in there, it burns with green flame, and then comes out perfectly undamaged, and it feels a bit stronger than it was before.
Oh,
So yeah, it worked. So it's now a +1 quarterstaff.
it scared me at first.
That was the intention. Cool. Does anyone else want to stick anything else in the green flame?
I did dagger, short sword, and crossbow, and I think
So we'll just say
I could just dump. I have several daggers. I could just dump them out in a bag.
So we'll just
let 'em
say
burn.
during the course of the hour, feel free to. It only takes it's less than a minute for each one. So just any normal standard item, but like a normal standard weapon that you want to put in there, make it a +1.
Wonderful.
Keep in mind, guys, we could probably sell these for a lot of money.
Now here's the biting question. What about my health?
You still feel weak.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
I don't like that.
Okay.
I mean, I guess this is one of those kind of above table questions, but do you want me to tell you how you resolve it? Would you rather?
Kind of, but
Yeah?
kind of no. I don't know.
Okay. Well, if at any point you get frustrated and you want to, you want to look at the
Okay.
walkthrough.
Yeah,
just let me know.
I would love to know actually. 'Cause if we're gonna be fighting, I need my health back.
Yeah,
I have
it's
a feeling
it's a
you'll
long
be right
it's a
as
long
rain
rest.
in the morning.
I knew it. Long
Yeah,
rest.
comes back at long rest.
Yeah.
I knew it.
I feel like that should be a thing anyway. Just so, I mean, if nothing else, that was my guess. Is do that, and if that didn't work,
Something's wrong here.
yeah.
I was guessing long rest. I'm like, I think I was kind of like banking on it, but it's fine. Short rest is fine.
I mean, now that the undead is gone, would my healing spells work better?
So the reason that your healing spell didn't work was because the attack on Dravik lowered his current HP like a normal attack would but it also dropped his max HP, and you can't heal anyone above their max HP. So usually he would have just taken damage and you would have healed him and it would have been fine. But because that particular attack drained his maximum hit points, he then couldn't, the healing couldn't do anything because he didn't have any room.
That's
to
all he
attack.
has. He has
Yeah.
8 hit points.
I
He's a-
indeed
he's a-
have
yeah.
8 hit points now.
He's a level 1 character again.
Tough.
And I assume I lose that temp HP too now.
Yeah,
that we're
yeah,
resting.
yeah. I'd have to do that
That's
again.
gone.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
That was awful.
Well, I mean, I feel like you could use a rest. Well, the rest of us could explore a little bit of the rest of the cave while you take a rest. How long is a rest for you? You like an elf where you get to sleep 4 hours, like our friend Vati?
I'm practically human.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
technically human.
burning.
I don't
Mhm.
think there's any like species differences between what Dravik is and a human,
Yeah. it's
except for
just
maybe
over-
except for maybe the lifespan might be a bit different.
Yeah, for sure. He's undead.
Interesting.
Oh.
Oh, can I take a pinch of powdered nightshade and put it in the fire?
You can
I'm just
if you
staring,
want.
watching
Yeah, sure,
Valen
go for it.
do wizard experiments.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it.
I stand away from
This
a
is what he
little
lives for.
bit, just in
Here,
case.
So-
take a malachite gem. Do that.
So
do
what,
that
what are you
one.
do? You're putting a pinch.
Of powdered nightshade that I got from the alchemy lab.
Uh-oh.
That's a lot of typing.
Poisonous gas fills the room.
For some reason, I thought that would be quicker. Right, let's have a look. Let's see. Let's suss out what
Mustard gas.
ChatGPT. See if ChatGPT comes up with any interesting ideas. It would flare violently, shifting briefly to a deep violet hue. I don't know. It's not really giving me any
Oh.
interesting.
Nah, I
ideas.
wouldn't do anything. I say
I
we
was
should
trying,
go
I was trying to
explore the
think,
rest
like
of the cave.
as you suggested, I was like, it'd be cool if it did something, but I haven't got any.
Yeah,
ideas.
I didn't think it would. I just figured Valen would try most things.
Yeah.
I would say let him rest, and we don't leave him here unattended while he's resting. Seems like a bad idea.
I would agree.
He's gonna
That seems
be
fair. I think
sleeping,
it's the
or
least we can do.
I'd rather not fight. Rather not fight undead without more people, as you can see from him.
stop it.
So, getting a good old long rest, I hope.
Okay. Is that the plan then? Everyone taking a long rest?
Not Valen.
Not Valen. Ooh, okay.
Probably stay up too.
Just wait the 8 hours out.
No.
Stake out. Okay. Calva.
I was. Yeah.
Wait,
Sorry,
what? I want to know what you're gonna do.
I don't know what everyone else is doing yet, so.
So, Calva, Pollux, what do you guys plan on doing while Dravik has his
I'm
long
gonna
rest?
long rest.
Okay. Pollux, what do you plan on doing?
I'll always do a short rest.
And so short rest is 1 hour in terms of time, and then a long rest is 8 hours. So Dravik and Calva are Dravik and Calva are having a sleep for 8 hours basically. So if you're short resting for 1 hour of it, you got any ideas what you're gonna do with the other 7? Or you could just take a long rest.
Take a long rest.
Okay.
Oh,
Valen. What's Valen doing?
Valen wants to check out this hallway. I don't know how to do this. Here. And just look around.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep
'Cause
an
he's
eye
still-
kind of on both.
He saw the gloves. His body left. He's pretty shaken. Like, he hasn't really had many close friends. He met this group he's getting closer with, but Body he's been with for a while. So he's just,
Okay.
looking around for signs of him.
make me feel bad. Awful.
Sorry, just bear with me a second. Okay, so you're going to have a look at down that corridor. How far down the corridor are you planning to go? And what is Baz doing while Valen's doing this?
I'm kind of split between like I'm kind of keeping an eye on both like the strangers in the other room, but I also am like keeping an eye on Valen to make sure he's okay.
Okay.
I'm kind of going back and forth between.
Okay.
So Valen is he's gonna keep going until he like encounters something probably.
Okay.
I'm gonna back him up, but like stealthy, maybe.
Encounter something. He's just
Like he's looking for something. He just doesn't want to go to sleep until like he probably wouldn't sleep until something's happened. Then he'll go back.
Okay.
Is what I'm thinking. Yeah.
No, that should be fine. So you're basically making your way down this hallway until you find something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I'll call out. Hey, you want some company?
I
You want to be alone?
I would prefer to be alone.
I understand.
I'll be safe. Don't worry.
Okay. I'm gonna stealth after him after he leaves.
Yeah, so you both can kind of see it, I guess. Valen, as you get, you have to get a lot closer to see it though, because your vision's what, 20 and 20?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you probably get to about where you are there, maybe a little bit further before you see. And actually, on your roll 20, can you see anything yet?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, cool. And is it about there that you can see it?
About where?
Is it about where you are that you first like you can just see what it is?
No, my vision's weird. I can see farther than I should be able to.
That's weird. Yeah, that is weird. I thought that as well.
I
Because
think
when I
that's
did
because we
my
can
stuff
see
on
what, like, we can like see what each other's seen, and Vaza you could see up there earlier.
Oh, yeah,
I
strange.
knew Vadi went this way.
Yeah, so Baz, you can see it from further away with your dark vision, but the room appears to have some visitors in there, and they look similar to your new friend, but they look a lot further gone, and they're just wandering around aimlessly. They're
So
zombies.
they haven't-
They're zombies.
Okay.
You can tell they're zombies. You do see as well, coming from the center of the room, quite a bright light. It's kind of, it's like a yellowy kind of color. It flickers a bit, almost like a flame. But as you look kind of closer in, you spot the detail of a skull inside the flame, and it appears to be moving around as well.
A skull inside the flame moving around.
Yeah, something like that. Only small.
Okay. Valen is intrigued now, which is a problem. I'm just gonna go back to the room.
Okay.
And I'm gonna wake everyone up.
Oh.
And say, or I guess I would see Baz first, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Baz
hanging out.
is kind of
I
hanging
made
out behind you.
I made sure not to get caught.
So I'm gonna say,
Snooping.
Baz, did you see what I saw?
What? No, I didn't see anything. I was back here.
There's a bunch of undead in that room and like a floating skull or something.
Oh no. Okay, well, what do you want to do? You want to fight him? Blow off some steam?
We could try, and our allies are close, and I don't know, like we could give it a shot.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty pissed over losing body right now. And
I
don't know
know,
where
did
he
you
went.
right? That jerk he left, he didn't even say goodbye.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna give. How tall are you?
Me? Like 5'7".
Yeah, okay, then I'll give her a hug and say maybe we'll see him again.
Yeah.
But let's get these guys.
Aw.
I don't hug short people either. I understand.
No, I kick him. Simple.
Or
What,
Pollux is getting.
Let's go fuck up some zombies.
Is there a way you can stop them from entering this hallway?
Let me see what I got. I can set them on fire, like you can do. I learned that from you. I could put a fog cloud there. No, I've got really nothing else.
Okay, if you want, since there's a lot of them, I can cast Dragon's Breath on you, so you can breathe fire in a cone instead of having to normally attack. Is that something that you would like, or?
I mean, it's pretty cool. I do have burning hands, so I could do a cone thing, but for me, it's like a spell slot. It's
Yeah.
like a spell deal.
With Dragon's Breath, you can use it for multiple turns. You can use it, sorry, not turn. You can use it a couple times before it expires.
Okay, it's up to you. Let's do it.
Let's get them. They might have.
Yeah.
Without the rest of us?
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
figure they'll hear us if we get into trouble, or we can run back. Like, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna be mad. He's gonna be pissed.
It's like two bratty little teenagers that have just snuck out of class.
So,
Okay.
Like, what do our parents know about drinking and driving? Nothing.
how do I do this? I'm gonna say the best. Okay. I'm not sure what that skull in the middle is, but I think what I want to do is try and attack the skull first, and then deal with the rest of them. Because we can sneak attack. We can get the skull first. Hopefully, maybe it'll die, and then we can deal with the rest after.
Okay. Do you think I should put like a fog cloud in there, like right after you? Do you attack the thing so that they can't see us? Or just I'll hold off on that. And if
Wait
we
a
get
minute.
into trouble, we'll
Give
fall
me a
back.
second. I'm gonna cast. So first, I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Where'd you go?
Good, it worked. You can't see me.
No.
This is how we lost Vati, remember?
Yeah. Please don't just disappear. Like any
No,
more than you
I'm still
already
here.
just
I'm
did.
still here.
Okay.
Just-
Okay.
I'm gonna get closer, and then I'm going to try and kill the skull, and then, but I'll cast Dragon's Breath on you first, so you follow up with that.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna sneak a little closer,
Okay.
and then I'm going to cast Dragon. How long does it last for? Oh no, I can't. Wait, I can't be invisible and cast this on you at the same time.
Oh
Can
no.
we do quick? I'm getting a phone call.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Okay. So
That's
I'm
okay.
gonna
I'll just
sneak
do the
over
burning hands thing.
in my invisibility-ness.
And with my stealth, which I'll roll. Oh. So 2 + 9. 11.
And I'm going to cast Fireball right there.
Ah! I've never seen you do this before.
Me neither.
Okay. So yeah, you unleash this fireball, and I think that's where we'll call it for the night.
Oh no!
Ah, bummer.
Oh no! Can you at least roll the damage?
No. Next time.
Next time.
Oh.
'Cause
Okay.
maybe something will happen. I don't know. Because if there's a spell forge there, there's a little flaming skull, things could happen.